Chosen ones, listen carefully. There's something few people know, but it could change your life forever. Have you ever felt like you were called to something greater, yet the world seems determined to silence that inner voice? What if I told you that this feeling isn't just real, but a sign that your mission is about to begin? Before we dive into the powerful truth that's about to be revealed, take a moment. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment the number 11 below. Why? Because this simple act symbolizes alignment and transformation. Now take a deep breath, because what you're about to discover could change everything. Have you ever felt that your life is part of something much greater, but the answers seem hidden, almost out of reach? Now, imagine for a moment. What if what's missing isn't something you need to find outside yourself, but something already within you, waiting to be activated? This is the truth that few dare to reveal. And today you're here because you're ready to hear it. Being a chosen one isn't easy. It means carrying a divine purpose that challenges everything you know. It means living in a world that tries to shape you while your soul fights to shine with authenticity. And that's exactly what makes your journey so powerful. The impact you're capable of making even when everything seems to be working against you. In this video, you'll discover how your mission connects to a mystery that's saving the world. We'll talk about the power of authenticity, how to overcome resistance, and how to turn doubt into action. But take note, this message isn't for everyone. It's only for those ready to embrace what it means to be a light in the midst of darkness. The truth is, you didn't end up here by chance. Every step, every challenge, and every choice has brought you to this moment. And if you stay with me until the end, you'll see that not only is there a purpose for your life, but you also have everything you need to start living it right now. So, are you ready to discover how the chosen ones are transforming the world? Let's begin. Being a chosen one is more than just a title. It's a calling to be a force of transformation in a world that so often resists change. Think of a lighthouse in the midst of a storm. It doesn't stop the storm, but it provides direction and safety for those who are lost. Similarly, the chosen one shakes the foundations of what is familiar, inspiring others to look at their own truths. This impact doesn't come just from words, but from living an authentic life fully committed to purpose. Transformation begins from within, like a spark that grows into a flame. Have you noticed how a positive attitude, a word of encouragement, or an act of kindness can transform the environment around you? Multiply that by 10, 100, 1,000 times, and you'll start to understand the impact a chosen one has on the world. It's not about being perfect, but about being brave enough to change yourself first, knowing that this change will ripple into the lives of others. But transformation is never easy. The chosen one often faces inner doubts and external challenges. It's like the process of refining a gemstone. It takes time, effort, and often pain. When you feel like you're being tested, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Maybe it's time to let go of old habits, release something that no longer serves you, or make a decision you've been putting off. Every small step matters. What's most remarkable is how the chosen one's impact spreads. Have you ever seen the ripple effect of a stone thrown into a lake? The waves it creates reach far beyond the point of impact. In the same way, every action aligned with love, truth, and authenticity generates ripples that can change the world in ways you can't even imagine. Never underestimate the power of a small act of courage or compassion. And here's where the magic begins. When the chosen one lives their transformation, they inspire others to do the same. But this requires one essential element: authenticity. Without authenticity, no change will ever be real. Authenticity is the essence of a chosen one. It is the courage to live your truth in a world that often tries to mold us into being like everyone else. The chosen one doesn't just seek authenticity, they demand it from themselves and those around them. When you choose to live authentically, something extraordinary happens. You break through the illusions surrounding you and pave the way for a more meaningful life. Have you ever stopped to think about how often we say yes when we really want to say no, or accept situations that don't reflect who we truly are? These small departures from our essence create walls that distance us from our true mission. The chosen one understands this and gradually tears down those walls, rebuilding their life based on what truly matters. If you want to start living more authentically, begin by making small choices that reflect who you truly are. Whether it's expressing your opinion or dedicating time to what you genuinely love. When the chosen one lives in truth, they become a mirror for others. Their mere presence is enough to inspire, or sometimes unsettle. This happens because authenticity exposes the inconsistencies in those who have yet to align with their own truths. Think about it. When you meet someone living with complete integrity, don't you feel a deep desire to do the same? That's the transformative power of living authentically. However, this demand for authenticity is not always welcomed. The chosen one often encounters resistance, whether in the form of criticism, jealousy, or even rejection. But they understand that this resistance is not about them. It's about what they represent. The chosen one is a light that exposes what many would rather keep hidden, and that can be uncomfortable. Yet, it is precisely this discomfort that sparks transformation. Authenticity is the foundation of all true change. And when the chosen one chooses to be themselves, they not only transform their own life but also open a path for others to do the same. This authentic light becomes a powerful guide, illuminating the way toward hope and overcoming the shadows. The chosen one is like a lighthouse in the darkness, a point of reference for those who feel lost and confused. Their light not only illuminates the path but also proves that it's possible to overcome even the darkest challenges. They don't force anyone to follow them. Their presence alone inspires change and guides others back to themselves. Yet this light isn't external. It comes from within, fueled by unconditional love and a commitment to truth. This light isn't just beautiful, it's transformative. Think about how a smile can brighten someone's day or how an act of kindness can rekindle hope in a weary heart. Multiply that by the power of someone living their mission fully. That's what the chosen one does. They turn small acts into waves of impact. A sincere thank you, a listening ear, or a simple I believe in you can spark profound change. However, shining as a lighthouse also means facing forces that try to dim your light. The chosen one often encounters resistance, criticism, or even jealousy from those who don't understand or fear their journey. But they don't respond with anger. Instead, they remain anchored in inner peace. This resilience is what keeps their light shining, even during the fiercest storms. For those seeking to reflect this strength, daily practices of gratitude and meditation can be an excellent place to start. The most powerful thing about being a lighthouse is that your light doesn't just guide, it awakens. Seeing someone live with purpose encourages others to question their own choices and consider change. It's not about convincing anyone but being a living example of what's possible. This subtle inspiration can touch lives in ways you'll never fully know. As this light spreads, it creates room for something greater, overcoming the resistance that inevitably arises when we commit to our truth. And this is where the chosen one begins to face the challenges that come with their mission, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. When the chosen one decides to fully embrace their mission, they inevitably encounter resistance. It's like a brilliant flame that, in illuminating the darkness, exposes the shadows many prefer to ignore. This resistance can manifest as criticism, rejection, or even jealousy. But the chosen one understands it's not personal. These reactions are reflections of the insecurities and fears of those who have yet to find their own light. Facing resistance is no easy task. Imagine a river that must navigate around massive boulders to continue its flow. Each obstacle may seem insurmountable at first, but over time, the persistence of the water shapes even the hardest rocks. Similarly, the chosen one uses challenges as opportunities to build resilience and deepen their commitment to their purpose. Ask yourself, is this resistance a block or an invitation to grow? Resistance often appears in the form of jealousy or hostility. When someone sees the light of a chosen one, they may feel exposed or even threatened, as that light highlights the areas they still need to work on within themselves. Instead of responding with anger or defensiveness, the chosen one meets resistance with compassion. They understand that true strength lies not in fighting against resistance, but in staying true to their mission, no matter the circumstances. To navigate resistance, it's essential to maintain a daily practice that nurtures inner peace. Whether it's a prayer, a quiet walk, or journaling about your emotions, these moments of introspection help the chosen one reconnect with their essence and remember why they started their journey. By practicing this connection, external resistance loses its power. And it's precisely in overcoming resistance that the chosen one discovers their greatest strength. They not only face challenges but transform them into stepping stones towards something greater. This strength is what prepares them to live their mission of love, a calling that transcends any opposition and inspires those around them. The heart of a chosen one's journey is their mission of love. This isn't just any love, it's unconditional love that transcends barriers and defies logic. It's a love that isn't confined to words but is shown through actions that transform lives and rekindle hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. The chosen one understands that this mission isn't about them but about the impact their love can have on others. Loving unconditionally takes courage. It means facing a world that doesn't always return love, yet continuing to offer kindness, compassion, and truth. Have you noticed how a small act of generosity can set off a chain reaction? Something as simple as helping someone in need or offering a sincere compliment can brighten a person's day and ripple outward in ways you might never imagine. The chosen one does this intentionally, knowing that every small action contributes to a greater purpose. This mission of love is also an internal journey. Before offering love to the world, the chosen one must learn to love themselves, including their flaws and imperfections. It's like tending to a flame that can only warm others if it's kept alive. If you're on this journey, start today by taking a moment to ask yourself, how can I be kinder to myself? That simple act of self-compassion is a love that echoes outward. However, the path of love isn't always smooth. The chosen one will often face resistance and be misunderstood. There will be times when people mistake their kindness for weakness or question their intentions. But the chosen one knows that true strength lies in staying faithful to their purpose, even when it goes unrecognized. They understand that their mission isn't about being perfect but about being unwavering in their dedication to love. This mission of love is what gives the chosen one's journey its meaning. Every act of compassion, every choice to forgive, and every moment of genuine connection are like bricks building a better world. But for this mission to fully unfold, it's essential to remain spiritually aligned. Spiritual connection is the foundation of a chosen one's strength. It is the cornerstone that supports their mission, an alignment that guides them even in moments of greatest uncertainty. It isn't something visible or tangible but deeply felt, a compass within that points toward divine purpose. This spiritual alignment doesn't happen by chance. It is cultivated intentionally through practices that connect the chosen one to their deepest essence. Modern life often pulls us away from this connection, filling our days with noise and distractions. That's why the chosen one makes time for practices that help them hear their inner voice. Moments of silence, prayer, or meditation are necessary pauses to recharge their light. If you feel disconnected, start with something simple. Upon waking, list 3 things you are grateful for. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to realign your energy with divine purpose. When the chosen one is spiritually aligned, they see challenges from a different perspective. What once seemed like an obstacle becomes an opportunity for learning and growth. Think of a tree facing strong winds. Its roots not only withstand the pressure but dig deeper, making it even more stable. This is the essence of the spiritual journey. Every storm strengthens the chosen one's connection to their mission. This alignment is also reflected in their actions. Every gesture, every choice carries deeper meaning when in harmony with divine purpose. It's like transforming ordinary tasks into sacred acts. Whether helping someone, taking care of themselves, or standing up for justice, the chosen one doesn't merely perform actions, they create spiritual impact. This intention is what transforms a simple act into a meaningful one. The chosen one's spiritual connection isn't just a personal benefit, it inspires others to seek their own divine essence. Seeing someone so aligned with their mission encourages others to do the same. And it is this inspiration that strengthens the chosen one to face external challenges, such as manipulation and deceit, which try to divert them from their purpose. The journey of a chosen one is not just about illuminating the world but also about protecting their light from forces that seek to extinguish it. Manipulation is one of these forces, subtle yet powerful. It can come from those close to you, from systems that promote fear, or even from internal doubts. However, the chosen one possesses something extraordinary, spiritual and emotional clarity that allows them to recognize these traps and remain steadfast in their purpose. Manipulation often disguises itself as well-meaning advice or tempting promises, but it carries the intent of steering the chosen one away from their mission. When someone tries to impose expectations or opinions that don't align with their truth, the chosen one pauses and asks, "Does this choice reflect who I truly am and what I've been called to do?" This simple act of questioning is one of the most effective tools for staying centered. Maintaining peace in the face of manipulation requires a profound level of self-awareness. Imagine a tree in a forest. Even when strong winds surround it, the tree remains grounded because its roots are deeply connected to the earth. Similarly, the chosen one stays firm because their strength comes from within. They cultivate their inner clarity through practices like meditation, prayer, or moments of reflection, building a shield against external influences. Setting clear boundaries is also essential. The chosen one understands that saying no is an act of love, for themselves and others. By rejecting what doesn't align with their purpose, they create space to say yes to what truly matters. For those looking to start, try something simple. Identify one situation in your life where you've been yielding to external pressure, and practice saying no with both firmness and kindness. The chosen one's power against manipulation isn't just defensive, it's transformative. Their strength inspires others to break free from the chains of expectations and deception. By standing firm in their truth, the chosen one demonstrates that it's possible to live with integrity, even in a world full of distractions. We've reached the most powerful point of this journey, the moment when all the pieces come together. The chosen one finally understands that the mystery that saves the world isn't something external or distant. It is them. It is you. It is every person who chooses to live with authenticity, courage, and unconditional love, even when the path is difficult. There is no greater power than the one that emerges when you decide to live in alignment with the purpose already within you. Think about it. Every challenge you've faced up to now was preparation. Every moment of doubt, every obstacle overcome, was a lesson shaping you into the person ready to impact the world. You are not a coincidence, you are a vital piece of a much larger plan. And it is this realization that gives the chosen one the strength to keep going, even when everything feels uncertain. But here's the crucial point. It's not enough to recognize the calling. You must act. You were made to shine, to be a living example of how resilience, love, and determination can transform lives. So what will you do now? Will you keep waiting for an external sign, or will you start living the purpose that's already in your heart? Don't underestimate the power of a single step. It could be the beginning of an internal revolution that changes not only your life but also the world around you. Imagine the impact of every chosen one answering their call. A wave of light and transformation spreading from person to person, reaching even the darkest places. And the most incredible thing is that it all starts with a single choice, the choice to say yes to what you were called to be. That yes is more than a decision. It's a commitment to truth, to authenticity, and to the unconditional love you were created to share. Now it's up to you. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, am I ready to live my mission? Because when you say yes, something extraordinary happens. Your light becomes a beacon for others, and the mystery that once seemed so distant reveals itself as the greatest gift of all, the chance to be who you were born to be. We've reached the end of this message, but for you, it's only the beginning. Everything you've heard here is not just a reflection, it's an invitation. An invitation to live authentically, to illuminate those around you, and to transform your life from the inside out. You are not here by chance. There's a greater purpose waiting for your action. And now I ask you, what will you do with it? What makes a chosen one different isn't the absence of challenges but the courage to face them with love and determination. Ask yourself, where can I start today? Maybe it's by reconciling with someone, making a decision you've been putting off, or simply taking a moment to reflect and express gratitude. Remember, every small step you take toward your truth creates an impact far greater than you realize. Here's something powerful to consider. When you choose to act, even in small ways, you send a signal to the universe, a signal that you're ready to receive more. Living your mission isn't just about you, it's about the impact you can create in the world. So start now. Don't wait for perfect circumstances or the ideal moment. That moment is here and the time is now. Before you leave this video, I have 3 simple requests. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Also, leave a comment saying, I accept my mission. By doing this, you're not just committing to your journey but also helping others find their path. And remember, the mystery that saves the world begins within you. You have the power, the light, and the strength to make a difference. So go out and shine. The world is waiting for you.